Libra, Libra, Libra. Listen, my lovely, lovely Libras. I'm a Libra. I don't know if I'm gonna be Libra today, though. I really gotta think about what this reading said, right? So, as I went through your meditation and things like that and getting prepared, let me just tell you, you guys, listen, every single card is gonna lead to a choice. Every single card is a different part of your story. And by the end of this reading, the choice you're facing will be impossible to ignore. Okay, so let me just say it now. Welcome, Libra. This is your weekly reading for love, life, and the energy surrounding you. This is a general reading, so take what applies and let the rest fly. If it don't apply, let it fly. All right, without further ado, we're gonna jump right on into your reading. All right, Libra. Hello, 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 my babies. Let's go ahead and jump right on into this reading. We are gonna talk about what we got going on, right? So the first card we have here is the Page of Wands, all right? Um, and so the Page of Wands, this is a spark before the fire, right? This is curiosity, excitement, and the feeling that something new is calling your name. Something is coming. It's like Libra, right? It could show up as a message, an idea, a person, or even a sudden urge to change directions with the Page of Wands here, okay? Um, there's a youthful quality here. It's not immature, but it's open, it's hopeful, and baby, it is willing to explore. So this card often appears when your spirit feels restless. You may be craving more passion, more inspiration, or more authenticity. If things have felt dull or like kind of routine, this energy says your soul wants movement again, baby. You got to pay attention to what excites you this week, right? Pay attention to what excites you this week because that excitement is a message loud and clear. All right, now next we have the King of Pentacles, and this is about grounding energy. This is a grounding after the spark, if you will. This card represents stability. It's going to represent long term security, mastery, like over the material world. Okay, so Libra, this may reflect a person in your life who is reliable, established, or financially secure. It can also represent the version of you that is learning how to build something lasting, something forever, something that is Libras, right? This card asks you to consider sustainability. Okay, this isn't just about what feels good right now, it's about what will support you months or years from now, right? You are being encouraged to value your time, energy, and worth. Slow, steady progress. Okay, that's the flavor of the week. Slow and steady wins the race. All right. The next card we have here is the Three of Pentacles. Now, the Three of Pentacles, this is going to highlight collaboration and like shared efforts, right? So this card shows that your growth is definitely connected to others. So, maybe you are a part of some type of team or whatever, but there's definitely collaboration involved here, okay? You may be working with a team again, like I said, or seeking guidance or being recognized for your skills. This is about building something meaningful, and you do it step by step by step by step by step. Again, remember, slow and steady. It also suggests learning. So you're either teaching or being taught, and both roles are valuable. This card reminds you that progress doesn't have to be perfect. Libra, listen, okay? Progress is not perfect. It does not have to be perfect. It just has to be consistent. Consistency is key with the Three of Pentacles. Now, look at that. The next card we have is Three of Cups. Again, this is all about collaboration with other people and teamwork and things like that. So we have the Three of Cups here, and this is emotional relief, right? The Three of Cups is going to bring joy, celebration, and emotional support from your people, from the ones closest to you, or someone who just says, "Hey, Libra, I see your vision. I believe in you and your vision in your dream." Okay. This is a reminder that life isn't only about responsibility, it is also about connection and happiness. You may find yourself reconnecting with friends, you might be celebrating a small win, or simply feeling emotionally lighter. And listen, oof, I'm a Libra, and let me tell you, it has been emotionally, like for a little while now, okay? um, this card is going to encourage you to lean into community and allow yourself to enjoy the moment without guilt. We're not feeling guilty. we're not feeling guilty for enjoying life, because life is meant to be enjoyed. Okay, in all honesty, we're not going to feel guilty for that, because why would we? All right, so then we have the Hermit coming in, and this is where the energy kind of shifts, right? We're going to shift inward. So even when joy is around you, there is a need for solitude and reflection. This isn't isolation, it's intentional withdrawal to connect with your inner truth, because Libra, your inner truth is so important. It's so important. Um, you may feel called to step back from noise, opinions, or expectations. Um, the answers you're seeking won't come from others right now. They're going to come from within. So if you feel pulled to kind of, withdraw, have a Libra day of you, do so. Do so, because that's where you're going to get your answers. All right. Um, the quiet guidance that you receive, you can trust. So you want to trust it. All right. Now, the next card we have here is the Two of Wands. All right. Now, the Two of Wands, when the Two of Wands shows up, this is you standing at the edge of a decision. Okay. So, Libra, you're planning your future and considering your options. You're no longer reacting, you're choosing. All right. This card asks you to think beyond what's familiar. Where do you want to go next? What version of yourself are you building toward, right? The power here lies in intention. The next card we have here is the Queen of Swords, right? This is air energy all day, okay? This calls for clarity and truth. This energy asks you to communicate honestly, even if it feels uncomfortable. Boundaries, Libra, boundaries. Listen, Libra, we sometimes will go above and beyond for our people. We go way too far. Boundaries. It is time to set boundaries. And you may also need to speak your truth. Do not let anybody stop you from speaking your truth. Speak your truth. I am a firm believer that some things don't need to be said, but when there's a truth that needs to be, that throat chakra, you want to let that out, because you don't want your throat chakra getting all congested and backed up and things like that. You want to let whatever your truth is out, all right? This card is going to remind you that clarity is kindness, especially to yourself. You don't need to over explain or justify your truth. Speak with confidence and integrity. All right. Now, baby, the next card we have here is the Queen of Cups. Hello, Queen. The Queen of Cups brings emotional depth, all right, and compassion. So, Libra, you may be feeling deeply this week, but you're also learning how to care without losing yourself. Okay. This card is going to encourage emotional intelligence. You can hold space for others while still honoring your own needs. All right. Sensitivity is a strength when it's balanced with self care, because you is important. Libra, listen, you is smart, you is kind, and you is important. I love that movie, y'all. Okay, anyway, that was from The Help. Now, the next card we have here is the Lovers. Hey, lovers, love is in the air. Right. Okay, so the lovers represents like a significant choice rooted in values and alignment. All right. This isn't just about romance. This is about integrity. You're being asked to choose what aligns with your heart and soul. This decision may involve another person, but it ultimately reflects your relationship with yourself. All right. Choose what feels honest, not what feels expected. Listen, Libra, you have to do what feels right for your heart, what feels right for your soul, and what feels right for you. There's love and there's loyalty. But if you're not being loyal to yourself, then how are you truly being loyal to anybody else? You have to honor yourself, okay? Now, last but certainly not least, is the Ten of Wands, okay? Now, the Ten of Wands does show burden and exhaustion. So, Libra, you may be carrying responsibilities that were never meant to be permanent. Baby, let it go. Release, reset, let it go, move on, get past it. This card is asking you to let go of what's weighing you down. You don't need to prove your worth through struggle, right? Letting go creates space for peace. All right, Libra. All right, Libra. So your message this week is about balance through release. Okay, you don't need to carry everything to prove your worth. You just don't need to do that, baby. So choose what aligns and then let the rest go. All right. Now, if this reading resonated, like, subscribe, and comment below. Trust your clarity, because baby, you're closer to peace than you think.